Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, a pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some zigzaggy Chinese characters. And this particular one is important to us because this character talks about us. And I would regard a language with the concept of self, sort of self-awareness, because we have a term to self-pointing. And it's always interesting to examine how a language constructs the sense of self, especially a logographic language like Chinese. So this is pronounced as ji, and you see traditional design because, it's already very simple. And in fact, in Chinese, we can write it in one single stroke. So not many Chinese characters can be written in one stroke. One is, of course, horizontal one. And this is another one. It actually takes how many turns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! This one single character make 5 turns in the zigzagging journey of it. And as a contrast to yesterday's yi, second, this plant growing, zigzagging up from the underground to above the ground. This character, ji, keep the zigzagging corners retained, except the change here is at the bottom right, it's going diagonally down. And here that part kind of erased. And then again, use this upward hook to facilitate ease of writing, continue, because we're not looking at a single character at a time. When we write, it's a whole group, a passage of Chinese characters, right? And so in between them, there are some visual, spatial relationships. And this hook allows the writer to go jump to the next character without too much interruption. So this downward pointing then going upward pointing. And it's okay. So now is the time to, theorize why Chinese give this zigzag sign to refer to self. Okay, one, I would share, there are many different readings. I know 3, but I will just share 2. One of them is this ji, as it was seen in other ancient documents, means the coiled thread or rope. So it's a zigzagging this way is showing that the rope was, when we coil the rope, it's to reduce the length of the rope. So the rope stay together, right? So you're basically spiraling around. So Chinese use the zigzag shape to mean it's the roping that goes this way. And we use the rope to tie things together. And as a self, like individual, we grow in our life's journey, that all the external, internal means genetic, external family, nurture versus culture, all the factors compiled and kind of thread through our life, right? And we can find such common threads between humans, right? We're a network of individuals and pulled on different threads. And then this one rope tie all the threads coming through us together. And that forms the sense of self. We are a compository of all those loose threads that we are able to use this coiling rope to tie it together. That's one. It's kind of a romantic reading. The second one is related to how Chinese assign this character to one of the 10 heavenly stamps. So far, we have came across jia, and yesterday we came across yi. That's the second, right? First, second, bing, the third we have came, and the wu, the fifth we have came across, and ji is the number 6. So when we try to map out the universe or the heavenly, meaning the space, into 10 pieces, then just like the fingers, right? This number 6 is kind of toward the middle. And so when we remap, kind of repurpose these group of 10 Chinese characters to directions, we know we have 4 directions, right? And then this, how to map 10 heavenly stems to 4 directions. There's actually a center direction. So every 2 Chinese heavenly stems were grouped together, like a jia yi, grouped together to mean, I don't know, north or something like that. And then there's a wu ji, because they located in the middle of the 10, so they are placed toward the center of this direction. And that gives you the sense of, okay, ji actually is accumulation of all our experiences and memories. And we can only look at the world from our central point, right? We are at the center of the reality, of our own reality. So everybody have their own versions of reality. And we, each of us, this self, lives right at the center of that. So that's another reading of why ji, this zigzag looking thing, is actually pointing to such a self-awareness concept in human language. Okay, examples. 知己知彼. Okay, the second one. 知己知彼 means know thyself, right? Thyself. Okay, pronounce right. 知彼, know your enemy. So this 彼 actually means your opponent, your opposing side, who you are competing for territory, for victory, resources. So 知己知彼 oftentimes used in tactics, in war, in business competition, that you know yourself, you also know your business competitor, something like that. Okay, 舍己为人. Okay, 舍己为人. Here, 人, we know this 2 legs standing being, well, it's this is 人, human, right? But we didn't really talk about when 人 paired with 己, when self paired with human, like, are we human or not? Why we're outside human? Why human, this concept does not include us? Actually, this human means others, non-self human. So 舍己为人 means you give up your self-interest or benefit. 为人, okay, for the benefit of others. So 舍己为人 basically is a Chinese way to say selfless. All right. 己所不欲. 己 self. 所 pointer, this container word. 不欲. So self, what you do not want. No negative want. Meaning whatever you don't want. 勿施于人 is the second term, said you don't do it onto others. So that's this golden rule that's kind of universal. Chinese versions start with 己所不欲. So again here, talking about self. This is teaching about to understand yourself and you're in relationship to others, to your competitors, to how to treat people. And here is 己. Thank you for your time. See you another day.